Live from the Macaroni Mansion, located in historic South Philadelphia, Vinnie Paz presents the Broad Street Breakdown, featuring the OG Gavin, Sicko, Professor Pablo, with tonight's special guest, word association, musical guest, Dear Vin. From the San Diego Zoo, recommendations.
Yes.
And me, Biff Richmond.
All right, he got it.
That was all right.
He nailed it.
I don't know if Gavin's completely satisfied.
Loved it.
Thank you, sir.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right.
I did.
The San Diego Zoo, that's fucking
That
heavy.
that was heavy duty.
Little Joan Embry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was heavy duty, man.
All
I
right.
like when the lemurs would crawl all over
Oh,
his head.
please. And pee on Johnny's head?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. This is episode 43 of the Broad Street Breakdown. Happy Thursday, everybody.
43.
43.
I'll pee on Johnny's head.
I bet you will.
Hate the Johnny.
Me too.
Love the Johnny.
Hate the Johnny.
Love him.
Love the on-air Johnny. Off-air Johnny, not so much.
Right, yeah. That goes without saying. Off-air Johnny.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. But the real star of the show was Ed McMahon. Hi-yo! You are correct, sir.
Him doing that now is 10 times funnier
Absolutely.
than when he did it live.
Of
Yes.
course.
Because it's just such a gimmick now.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I don't know about you, but watching it, and they play Carson in reruns now.
Okay.
Watching it at the age I am at, I'm not kidding. Ed McMahon was such a huge part of making Johnny good that and he was so good at it. You did. I never recognized it.
It's for what I do for Vinny. He's stumbling all the time. I come in, bang, I give him the kicker.
You sir,
And then I kick him right in the
you
shape.
sir are no Ed McMahon.
You hearing this, man?
I heard him.
Besmirching.
You'll have me sitting on the
dare
couch. You ain't going to have me sitting on the couch?
I'll tell you one thing Johnny did that was hard as nails. This is my last show. Goodbye. Never see him again.
Well, because he was dying. He was a fucking cancer.
Listen, he lived a little bit after that.
Not too much.
Yeah, he lived a while. Because Shanling and Seinfeld said they would go visit
They
him
would
from
go.
time to time.
Yeah, they would go
Yeah.
play cards
Yeah.
and do all
Yeah,
that.
do
shit.
magic tricks.
Dave
Just
too,
to
I
fucking
think.
make a fucking nickel disappear or something. Listen, magic tricks. Johnny was a big magician. You didn't know that?
He started out as a magician.
Yeah, that was a big hobby of his.
He was also a big tennis player. It was another hobby.
I
of his.
did not know that.
I did not know that.
He can play with my balls.
Wow. I'm with you. Fuck Johnny.
All right.
Wife beater.
Alleged.
Oh, I don't think it was alleged.
It was alleged 1,000 times.
I think it was proven.
At what point does alleged
Right.
turns into?
Yeah.
I do enjoy now again too the ongoing divorce jokes that you get, and you're depending on which episode, you don't know if it's a second divorce joke or
Right.
a third divorce joke.
Who plays it? TV Land or something?
It's called Antenna TV. It's
You told
Channel
me about
17.
You told me about
Like
this.
they even in the corner they do the old Channel 17
Yeah, it's weird.
logo. It's crazy.
11 o'clock every night.
And then on weekends it's 10 o'clock and they show a full
What
hour and a
number
half.
on Comcast?
I want to say 463 on FiOS. It's
On
up there.
Comcast? I don't even think there's an HD, but it's 252.
Okay.
Where
or
we're
as a
at.
prime Mike Tyson said, Comcast.
Comcast.
Yeah, I gotta fucking remember, man, because it's like there's that humor that we grew up on, and a lot of films we grew up on. That even though we loved them, we didn't get all
Right.
like shit. That
That's why I'm loving
That's why I
watching
watched them.
Carson
I might-
now.
I might have to go back, even though I have heat,
Yeah.
and see if it hits me a different way, because I loved Letterman when I was a child, and that is not child humor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as I grew older, I was like, oh, there was so much of this was going over my
That's
head.
the next thing that needs to be brought back. They need to have like the old Letterman.
College
Well,
Letterman.
remember E when Howard was on E at 11:30. 12 they would play the early NBC Lettermans.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that at
so
all.
someone needs to get all of them. Honestly, just play them all. Play all the. How long was he on? 30 years. 82, right? Dave.
pretty
What do you
much,
know?
yeah.
Selling Dave to me?
No, I don't know when he came on. Take it easy. You don't
was-
have to get all hot.
He was kind of dismissive with that.
He-
yeah.
Fuck Letterman.
I said,
Fucks interns. Fuck Letterman. Get up. I know you're going to get something.
I am.
Go get it so we can come back.
Knows me well. Go ahead.
Oh, I have nothing to say.
I have nothing.
Show's over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
it's been episode 43 of the
Thank you and good night.
What
What episode is this?
43.
On the list.
Is it?
Episode 43 is on the
Jesus,
list.
is there a tap coming?
But we're inside the episode, so we're
All right, potentially on the list.
All right, thank you.
Depends how
We'll see how it goes.
Depends how
I
we
opened
steer
it up
this
and
ship.
then closed it. So you're saying if we don't steer this ship,
Right.
Fuck.
We don't go down the right road. It's Listville.
OG,
Not Listville.
What's the haps?
I gotta. People have been telling me, mostly Pablo's wife, that she wants.
She wants it.
She wants a story. She wants a stupid.
The people want a man of the people story.
Yeah. Well, I got one.
All right. Have at it.
I go into.
Why do you even leave your house?
I ask myself that every
Right.
day.
As do I.
I go into this A+ mini mart gas station.
Quickie Mart?
Half. Yeah, like
This is
half.
already a bad scene.
I mean,
Do they have those everywhere? Or is that a Philly thing?
No, they have them because I go into them when I'm on tour and
Gas station with a convenience store
Yeah.
attached.
they get heavy in fucking strange parts of the country though, where you can like buy gear.
yeah.
Like, oh, you want a hunting outfit and beef jerky
And a 6-pack.
and a 6-pack?
Yeah.
Have at it.
Yo, down south.
I'm
Yeah.
not mad at that, I feel like.
Oh, I go.
Have you bought hunting gear there? 'Cause I feel like I
go
would.
no sell it and then buy shit.
Right.
Like, oh, I want this camo hat with the fucking Elmer Fudd ear flaps. Like
Yeah.
right now, as I'm mocking it. Like,
whole-
look
Yeah.
at this fucking shithole Hicks, this and this and that. I'm like, I'll take this hat.
Give me two Slim Jims and the Holden Caulfield hat, please.
Yeah,
Right.
And a white tee, 5X.
I'm okay with that.
that's what happens.
I was in Charlotte one time and went to one of them Johns at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's your problem.
And I like when I tell you like a gun show, like first of all, everybody down south it's open carry, so
Yeah.
they got their shit on their hip, and like
As
there's
he likes
literally
that.
there's literally like 4 cars all parked like in a circle, and everybody's just got their guns out like, yeah, yo man, I got this and this and this is
Yeah.
how this works, and it's just like, I mean, nobody's beefing or nothing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all a good
yeah.
time, but you're like, where am I?
Yeah, of course.
I noticed that the convenience stores down there are super nice.
Yes.
Like nice.
Like supermarkets, and they're big.
There's like no dead bodies laying
Right.
around.
No.
And, like
Right.
there's not a pile of shit in the corner.
You don't got to
and-
step over like human waste to get your gimmick.
Right.
Which leads into my story a little bit.
All right.
Go into this thing. I have this routine when I go get the kids that I stop at this place and I go in and I get a fucking coffee and a tasty kick.
Okay.
A coffee kick.
Indeed. Love it. See, I mean,
Succulent.
with coffee,
It's the
Might
best.
I've
be-
never had a coffee cake
So
with
good.
coffee.
Oh, it's
Why?
nothing better.
Can you do
You don't
that
really
tomorrow?
drink the coffee. though.
No, and I was going to get into a whole deal about it again
I
because
thought you were into it for a minute.
I started losing my mind because of it. It stopped. And then since I've been home and have had jet lag, I've had to write. And I'm like, well, I need something. I'm not doing illegal drugs.
No comment.
Red Bulls make me bad shit. And I was like, so I love the French vanilla gimmick
Yeah.
coffee.
La 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 French vanilla.
So I fucking break out the fucking gift of the year from
that commercial?
No.
neither do
I thought you
I.
just made that.
No
Me
up.
idea
too.
what he's
It's
talking
like
about.
instant international coffees or something like that.
Commercials over squares. I'll finish by saying
I had a coffee thing tonight at the 7-Eleven. They fucking got my cup, and I don't do any kind of cream. I just black with sugar, and I grab the gimmick and I start pouring,
Yeah.
and it's fucking creamer. I'm like, fuck. Dump it out,
I mean,
pour it in, get the other one. Creamer. What the fuck is going on? So I look, all 4 of them are creamers.
what are the things that you're looking at? What do you?
I'm looking for the sugar in the jar that you pour, because I don't do packets because that takes fucking forever.
Oh, the powdered creamer.
Powdered creamer.
I'm with you.
So I'm like looking. I'm like I finally look at the dude behind the counter. I'm like, yo, you got the pour sugar?
Meanwhile, you've dumped 17 cups of coffee
Right,
into the
I've
trash
gone
can.
through 2 pots. And I'm like, you got the sugar? And it was like a dope deal. He's like, yo, man, I got the sugar, but we're out. And he hands it to me. He's like, bring it back.
Wow.
You know, so I hook my shit up, and I'm like doing the fucking all shady, give it back to him.
Like on Sesame Street. Psst, psst, psst.
Yeah.
You want to buy the letter T?
Right. Like,
Old timing man. Old timing dude. I drank my French vanilla coffee out of the beautiful Homer Simpson mug that Pablo brought for me, but
I've been drinking from my donut hole.
yeah,
since
but
he got
I
it.
started losing my mind a little bit. So
Caffeine will make you nuts.
yeah, man. So now I'm like,
That's why I'm on the decaf
Yeah.
all day long. Decaf.
so
I drink
please
most
continue.
of the decaf.
So I go into this joint.
Coffee keck.
Yeah. There's a woman in there who is, of all the insane people I've seen in my life, she is probably in the top 2.
Whoa.
That's a bold. That's weird, wild stuff.
That covers a large population
does.
of people.
She is.
And considering your previous jobs,
Yes.
that makes it even more impressive.
She is maybe 5'2".
Okay.
She's pretty little. She looks like Iggy Pop.
Okay.
Say no more.
Jesus Christ.
I feel gross right now.
Yeah.
She sounds like this.
Yes.
She sounds like me.
Yes.
She sounds like lunch lady Doris.
When I tell you this woman has smoked way too much of what she's smoking, it's an understatement. She sounds absolutely horrible.
Yeah, you got an age estimate?
He probably can't because she's probably fucking 20 years younger than she looks.
Right.
Yeah. Looking at her, I'm going to say 60.
So she's probably 40.
No, but possibly between 50 and 60.
Okay.
That I'm sure of.
All right.
She is buying those single serve cereals.
Okay.
You hip?
I'm hip. I mean, I'm not saying I'm hip like I buy them, Jones. I'm hip
You're hip
because
too. They exist.
I pass them when I'm doing human shit, and this is some fucking subhuman is getting them.
She,
When I'm doing human shit.
for some reason,
I gotta write that down.
for some reason, there's nobody else in the store but me and her
course.
and the 2 people. And this is a busy fucking place. Me, her, 2 women working the joint, and the manager guy who walks around the fucking place and straightens up the Pringles.
I hate that guy.
He's a fucking
He's a fucker.
J.O. is
Yeah,
what he is.
he is.
Kenny S.your.D.?
No.
What was the word you used instead of strapper? I fucking marked.
I don't remember. I don't know.
All right.
Was it over text?
No, it was like
Real life?
no on like 2 shows ago.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember.
Okay. These are the characters in this fucking
All right,
scene.
I'm here. I'm with you.
The one girl at the counter is attractive, 19 years old. I'm going to say this is her part-time job while she goes to school. Nice girl. I deal with her every day, but super young. Probably from North Philly is my guess. She's definitely got an edge to her. The other girl is in her 30s. I deal with her as well. She's probably, I'm guessing, working there part-time with kids at home and whatever. Manager guy's a fucking asshole who just walks around and gets paid more than these 2 girls who deserve more. The woman is in front of me in line, and pulling out a lot of nickels and pennies
For
to
the
pay
cereal.
for the single serve Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay.
She does not have enough money. The young 18, 19-year-old girl says, "You don't have enough money." She starts to lose her fucking mind.
Oh, man.
This is exactly what I'm going to do now is exactly what it sounded like.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get, I want to get some Cheerio, want to get it fun, some eat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm like, fucking hell, man. I'm just trying to get my...
What have I stumbled into?
Yeah.
You're just trying to fucking
chucks,
move along
she
with
puts
the breeze,
whatever
man.
change she's got on the thing, which as it turns out was 85 cents.
Okay.
What did them Jones cost?
$1.85.
$1.85 for them gimmicks?
This is what I'm saying.
Holy Moses.
That seems...
I mean, for $2 more, you can get a whole box of
right?
cereal.
Aren't they like 5 clams, a big box of cereal?
You go to Walmart, it's like 3 something, maybe 4.
Pablo,
Name
interject.
brand.
Yeah, it's like in the upper threes, but I mean, you get No Frills brand.
This
even-
woman...
yeah.
Eating for a week.
This woman is not aware that Kmart, Walmart, Target, any of those
Exist.
places exist.
Yeah.
All she knows is that she's hungry and she's trying to buy a single serve
Honey Nut Cheerio.
Honey Nut Cheerios. She walks away and goes over to where the coffee gimmicks are because you got buttons on there that you can fucking push the gimmick and get cream in your coffee. She rips off the top of the thing and fills it with the half and half
Wow, that's gangster.
and starts shoving it in her fucking face. Okay? I'm now trying to pay
She's
for...
doing this with her claws? No spoon, right?
No.
Bliss.
Come on.
Look,
Come on,
I'm trying
Vin.
to paint a picture, man.
Come on, Vin.
I know the answer, but I'm just trying. I like a picture.
She
So wait,
took...
she did this without paying for it.
She paid
85 cents.
In her mind,
they let her
that's-
go.
No.
Oh! In her mind, she paid for it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm now trying to pay for my stuff, and
Like on the side, you're like, yo.
no, she left. She's in front of me. I'm behind her. She then
Left the
chucks her
line to
80
use the
left
cream.
line, right?
Uh-huh.
And I step up, and I'm like, "Here's my coffee cake and my fucking decaf fucking coffee."
Yeah.
19-year-old chick is the one who I'm dealing with, and she says to really no one, she didn't pay enough for the fucking Honey Nut Cheerios, and I'm like, I mean.
Yeah.
This woman fills up her gimmick, shoves her fucking hand in it, shoves it in her fucking mouth, and the girl says, "You didn't pay enough. You still owe fucking money here." And she's like,
Yeah.
fucking pay. I fucking pay. Going off.
She's like the cat lady.
I was just gonna say, Abigail Abernathy.
Going off. Now with Cheerios flying everywhere.
Oh, boy.
She tries to bounce out the store. Chick's like, "Oh, no. And goes, bloomp,
To the
hits the
gimmick.
fucking gimmick.
The
which I
lock-in
wasn't
gimmick?
And now she's locked in.
And you are as well. It's Thunderdome.
I still haven't paid for my shit. Yeah.
You want that.
Now it
you
is-
want that tasty cat.
It's literally, at this point, Thunderdome. Because now we're locked in.
Yeah.
Somebody's leaving.
Two-man
but we don't
Two-man
know.
enter,
2
one
men
man
enter,
leave.
1 man leave.
Right. She gets to the door and can't open the door, starts slamming on the fucking door, and then stomps back to fucking go with the girl. And here I am, standing there with a half-open fucking tasty cake and my coffee. Like, nah. Like, I can't...
Yeah.
She's screaming with Cheerios flying at this young girl.
Uh-huh.
The young girl says, "I don't give a fuck what you have to say. You owe me fucking money." And I'm like, whoa. Now, this is when the man of the people fucking steps in.
Oh, I know what's going to happen.
So do I.
I say, "For fuck's sake, how much could she possibly owe you for these fucking Honey Nut Cheerios?" And she said, "She still owes me 95 cents. And I said, "Here's a fucking $1. So I turn around to Crazy Lady. I said, "Listen, relax, cool out. we'll take care of all this. That she said, fine. No. We'll take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pay for her fucking Honey Nut Cheerios. She cools out. Start to walk her out. At some point, I paid for in this fucking nonsense, I paid for my shit too, I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I did.
Could be.
Good scam,
I could have
OG.
just paid $1 for everything.
Right.
I'm not sure. We start to get to the door. She thinks we're still locked in and starts to freak out again because when I tell you she's one of the craziest people I've ever dealt with, like, she needs to be locked up.
Yeah, she in that time that you fixed the situation, she thought she was re-locked up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And started to, and I was like, no. I had to cool her out again and opened the door for her so she saw it wasn't unlocked, and she was afraid to walk out of the place. I had to literally take her coat by the arm. Or not a coat. It was like a
shawl.
Fleece.
I like that.
A
wrap?
I don't know what it was, but it's probably the only thing she owns. Like, so it was kind of
Yeah.
warm out, but she had this. It wasn't a coat, but it was like a gimmick.
Yeah.
Had to take her by the gimmick and say, no, you're okay. Let's walk out. I'll walk out with you.
Yeah.
And, I go that with the Cheerios
Yeah,
fucking
shit
flying
everywhere.
Yeah, man. So it was a fucking whole scene. Walked her out, walked her halfway through the parking lot, and she just fucking bounced. Like, she couldn't take it anymore. She's like, I'm out. And just fucking left. And I haven't seen her since.
I haven't seen her since. Like, you're expecting. Do you guys
Well,
you had somewhere to be with her or something?
He sees her all the time.
I've seen her not in there, but I've seen her in that neighborhood 10 times.
Yeah.
She's,
You haven't
Yeah.
given, so the man of the people hasn't given her her name.
Margaret.
All right.
She's not Bobina,
No.
since everyone's Bob.
No. Margaret.
All right.
And that's
Saint
my story.
Margaret?
It was
Same Margaret.
Saint Margaret.
I
the
like.
the
I
whole
enjoyed
time,
that story.
The whole
thoroughly.
time, the older girl working there kept turning around and just kind of like shaking her head at me like, I'm sorry that you're here. I'm sorry I'm here. I'm sorry this place exists.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about everything.
Sorry, this dimension
I'm sorry.
is here.
Yeah, I'm just really sorry.
Yeah.
Look.
Well, you've done a good deed.
You're a great man.
And now I'm more known than I was in the A+ that I go to. Because now I
The
walk in.
professor would have never given that dollar.
And
Twist.
the whole point of this story is not so much about the dollar. It's about the fucking Pringle straightening manager who did nothing.
Of course. He was
He's letting
terrified.
these little girls fucking deal with this fucking thing, man.
He's probably like from fucking Broomall or something. He's terrified of this woman.
I see both sides of this. I feel like there should be some compassion for this absolute lunatic woman, but at the same time I've been on the other end of that,
Right.
where you're the 19-year-old working this fucking shit job and you're like, yo, okay, here's hassle number 19 of my and I'm an hour into my shift.
Right.
Like, I get that too. Oh, you're walking out, click, here's the
Yeah.
fucking lock, you ain't doing shit.
Like you're saying like, oh, it's only $1, but you factor in everything that you just said, plus the fact that it's such a shit job that like when your register comes up 90 cents short, they
Yeah.
will fire your ass.
Yeah.
So you're
At best case scenario, they'll write you up.
right,
Best case.
and so they're not wanting to deal with it. They're not really going to have the compassion.
No, and her being so young, 18, 19 years old, and from the hood,
Right.
she thinks it's a challenge.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like they're trying to get over on
You're
her.
not being challenged, man, but
Yeah.
you can't tell an 18-year-old that,
Right.
Whereas the older woman who works there knew. It was like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to give everybody $10 just to get the fuck out
Sure.
of here.
and just to keep it quiet.
Right.
Yeah.
Scene, man.
What a fucking scene.
Yeah,
See,
it was
that's
all
why
right.
it doesn't pay to go anywhere.
No reason to leave the house.
Never leave the house.
That's my cross to bear, man.
Especially in these day and age, I hear they deliver everything.
Everything.
You got the Amazon, you got the services that bring your groceries.
I just say you get your groceries delivered. You
Go
want some
around like-
Chinese, you get it
Yeah.
fucking delivered.
Absolutely.
I go around like David Banner.
You telling me you're the Hulk?
Boom, bing, boom, bing.
I'm saying I
Boom,
go
bing,
around
boom, bing.
and do good.
You're like a one-man
if-
A-team.
If
You take care of situations where the little guy can't take care of themselves.
that's what I do.
OG
Are you telling me you're
Baracus.
Robin Hood?
Are you robbing from the rich?
What I'm telling you is, I go around, things happen,
I go.
I fix them, I go home.
So
You're
he's
a fixer.
He's kung fu.
Yeah.
But you champion the little guy. That's what we like.
In this case, a little lady,
Little lady.
Margaret.
Saint Margaret.
Same Margaret.
Raspy Margaret, they call her.
Abigail Abernathy.
She wouldn't have got my dollar.
No fucking way she would.
I see this shit all the time, man. And I think it's a scam. That's why I don't give them the dollar.
Okay, I'll tell you another story. Same place. I'm walking into the fucking thing.
Hint: don't go to this place anymore.
That's my lot in life, pal. I gotta go around and fix
You're
things.
walking into the vortex every month, and you're
That's
like,
your
"Wow."
cost of bed, man.
Look, man, I need a little bit of something. You know what I mean? I need a little bit of action here and there.
You get a handy in this A plus.
Maybe tomorrow.
All right, so tell me the second story. You helping out the
There's
world.
a guy who stands outside and asks for change.
Name?
Money.
Name.
Bob.
I don't know what his name is. He's a fucking jobber. So I go in one day. He's like, "Hey, man, you got?" And I was like, "I ain't no Mark, man. You ain't
Yeah.
getting." This guy is not like Margaret.
Right.
This guy's just fucking.
He's a
scamming
worker.
money.
He's
Yeah.
doing his deal.
So I had 40-something cents when I came out. And I was like, here, because I don't want the fucking change. I was like, here's fucking 47 cents, whatever, man. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, OG. With the OG thing. You know what I mean?
Everybody knows you.
Right. So I go the next day, and the motherfucker hits me again.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to say, yo, I ain't no fucking Mark, man. I gave you 47 cents yesterday. You ain't getting another fucking dime out of me, motherfucker. I don't care what your work is. I don't care what your fucking angle is or your gimmick. Like, more power to you. I hope you make a fucking $1,000. But I ain't the one to hit up. And he was like, you're right.
Listen,
And ever since then, now we just say hello to each other.
See?
Now I got a new friend.
you make friends after fixing problems.
I leave the house, right?
Yes.
I go here. I go there. I fix shit.
Come home.
I make a friend.
Then you come back.
Come back home.
Stuff happens.
Put the mask on and go back to sleep.
Maybe shoot a text or two.
Yeah.
That's my day.
Listen to a podcast.
Well, sometimes.
I don't have any problem with that.
I mean,
That's my life.
You're a role model.
We off air we were talking about the Hall of Fame.
the B.S.B Hall?
Yeah. The
Get a pull?
well we were
I thought you were answering if mine or yours.
we were talking about some of the kickback from the iconic logos and shit like that, which became a bloodbath
A Gagortian.
on social media of people that obviously didn't understand what we were talking about. To try to explain it again, in my opinion, would be an exercise in futility, because I think we were pretty clear the first time around. A lot of people sent us ideas, names of groups from every genre of music that obviously no one understands the definition of iconic, maybe except us.
General rules of thumb, and this is just off the top of my head. A, if 3 out of 4 people on the show have never heard of the artist, it's fair to say that they're not Hall of Fame worthy.
Well, you're talking Hall of Fame. Yeah, I was talking about the iconic status, but yeah. we're
I
gonna
mean, you could say the same about that too.
Yeah.
For different reasons. Also, for Hall of Fame status, again, general rule of thumb, I'm going to say 20 years, 10 at the very least, if they haven't been around that long. Like, if you're telling me somebody who put their first music out 5 years ago, I don't care how good they are, they're not going into the Hall of Fame just yet.
Yeah, I'm not having it.
So those are 2 starting points to think about if you think you feel the need to suggest something, which I can tell you we don't need you to do it.
Yeah.
So
We like everybody participating and commenting and doing, the deal, but just because you like something doesn't necessarily mean it's what we're talking about. There's a lot of bands and different musicians and stuff that I like that I would never suggest for the Hall of Fame or consider iconic on any level.
Yes.
Some of the best shows I've ever seen have been with 20 other people in a really small room. That doesn't mean that I expect everyone to understand it or even for a second consider them to be iconic or in Hall of Fame level.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way.
Agreed.
Right.
The things you're suggesting may very well be all great stuff. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad they're successful. They're not on the level of the things we were talking about and the things that we will talk about in the future.
Right.
This is a whole different ballgame.
Right.
Well said.
And don't take offense. We like that you guys say whatever.
Exactly.
But if somebody tells you on Twitter, whoever answers you and says like, "Nah, man, that's not kind of whatever," don't try and plead your case about it, man.
Yeah.
It's just not. And in all honesty, it's not that serious.
That's the main point. It's not.
You don't have to get upset.
Yeah. It's not life and death shit here.
If we're not getting upset about, we get upset about fucking something falling off the table, man.
Right.
If we're not getting upset about it, you certainly don't need to get upset about it.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, where are they?
See, episode 43 on the list. This episode failed. Should I get them now?
No. Can't
It's
do
bad
that.
view, right?
Yeah.
Get it in the middle.
I mean, that's
All right. At least they're in the
yeah,
vicinity.
Yeah, I can see them.
So, speaking of the Hall of Fame, and I think we've decided we're going to do a round, but since the last time when Black Flag was voted in as the inaugural, I've spent some time thinking about it. Some questions arose.
These are questions from you or
from myself.
Okay.
Some clarifications, some parameters, shall we say, for acceptance into the hall.
There will be an actual building.
Oh, there will be.
We're working on it.
Yeah. Let me see. One of the first things I thought of is if you have an artist, like first of all, can a person go in? And my thinking was like a person who has had a bunch of bands. Maybe not any of those bands would be Hall of Fame worthy, but that person's been around a long time and
Their body of work.
Right. Also, an offshoot of that, as with I'm doing air quotes, the real Hall of Fame, can a person go in multiple categories? In other words, Phil Collins goes in as Phil Collins and also goes in as Genesis.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Strictly because, I'll tell you why, in a simple way, because we're going to vote on everything. So when you're saying, can someone go on, if that person was going to be Jello Biafra and it was Lard and the DOA stuff along with DK, we're going to vote on it. So I think really, I don't think there's any parameters as to who can be nominated. It's just whether or not we all agree.
Okay.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
I think it's fucking chaos. You want to put something up, put it up.
Okay.
There
Like
is
I
no
had a
rules.
thought about Rollins. Like, let's look at Rollins, right?
Okay.
Okay. Stuff he did in Black Flag. Absolutely Hall of Fame worthy, groundbreaking. Also was part of the end of Black Flag, which is not the best thing that ever happened. The first 3-4 Rollins band albums, solid Hall of Fame. Then he did that fucking rap thing, the Wartime John, not Hall of Fame.
I like Wartime.
I
I
mean,
like all the shows that he did.
you could like it, but would you say it's a Hall of Fame artist? Wartime itself? This is what I'm saying.
No.
The body of work. That basically was it.
I think that you can throw out whatever you want
All right.
and make whatever argument you want to make.
All right.
Whatever rules you make, Paz is going to break them anyway. What are you trying to make
fuck?
rules for?
Wow.
That seemed uncalled for.
That was a little unnecessary.
I don't understand the random shots from him.
Why is he targeting you
Like
on
last
this?
show it was me, this show it's you. Like I don't understand.
Can't
Neither
take
do
the
I.
heat, Gavin? Get out of my kitchen.
I don't understand. understand what the deal is.
I do. He's in business for himself.
He
Trying to
lashes
get himself
out.
over.
What's it? Oh, wait.
You know what it is?
BFS. Business for myself. SM. BS.
Wow.
I'm BSM.
PSM.
That's not right.
Shit.
You know what it is, Jeffrey?
Tell me.
Hurt people. And he's a hurt person. He's been hurt before. So he needs to lash
Who
out.
hurt you?
I don't know what his name was. What their name
Who
was.
touched
Don't
you?
do this, man.
Let me know. I'll take
Are
care
you
of it.
farting right now? What are you
No,
leaning over for?
Stretching my back.
Sometimes you gotta lean out
No,
to get the
my-
full.
My back's all banged
Back's
up.
weird,
I'm all
yeah.
tired.
We can't get no fucking massage chairs in this mansion.
We need to start doing some yoga.
I mean, we do.
Hot yoga.
I don't like yogurt. It messes with my stomach.
Yogurt?
Yeah.
I like vanilla yogurt. That's good for you.
So are we
Not
doing
with the flavors.
we doing a round of nominations or what?
Listen, man, I'm just telling you how it is.
We make up the rules, not
Fine.
them.
Fine.
That's what I just
Vanilla
said.
yogurt's good for you.
I just said that 5 minutes ago and I got shit for it.
What?
That you guys make the rules.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
The new rule is anything you say is wrong.
Right.
So that leads us to where we're at right now. Professor,
Yes.
do you have someone you'd like to nominate to the Broad Street Breakdown Hall of Fame?
I'll just get it over with early by
Okay.
saying the band I'd like to nominate is Into Another.
So we're going to vote on that? Who's starting the vote?
You.
No.
Me?
1,000% no.
Me next?
Yeah.
No.
I love them. I gotta say no, not Hall of Fame worthy. Didn't have an impact like that for me.
Wow, this is fucking... I thought we had 4 going in.
I knew for a fact Blow would say something off. No, I'm not going to say something terrible because I like them, but then you hate them.
I thought
That's-
he was
that's
going to
clear.
go another route.
So
I thought somebody else he was going to say that he was going to get a yes from me, but that absolutely gets a no from me.
Yeah, I can't.
Now,
I mean, I love
you
them.
You can make an argument now if you want to.
I don't really care to.
do you not care to because
Are you
it's
upset?
5,000 in the morning, or because
A little from column A, a little from column
Column B.
I don't think there's anything I could say that's going to sway anybody, so what's the point?
It's bullshit o'clock. I'm quoting Chris X who
Yeah.
commented on my thing on something. Bullshit o'clock.
That's
The fucking
great.
daylight savings time gimmick.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
what it was. I remember
It's
that.
all bullshit o'clock.
I feel that moving forward, you should probably have a case.
In case you get,
Yeah.
in case everyone hates on it or knows it.
Yeah, I if
And if you put it out, you can put your like say, blah blah blah, because of blah 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 and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right.
but as far as us just shooting down Pablo's first band, is he done now?
For right this second.
That band.
Yeah, he can't keep chucking bands out until it gets in.
Well, I thought we kept the list of nominees,
Oh,
and he can make another case later.
100%. I'm
Because-
talking about right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like he can't keep chucking out bands till he gets.
Right.
No. I meant, can he bring back Into Another
Yes.
again?
Yeah, anybody can.
If he
Sicko could
has-
next week if for whatever reason he decides that whatever.
But if it gets Heismaned, you've got to come with a case.
Or don't, you're still going to get.
Well,
if
then
you
you're
don't
going to
come-
get.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sicko, would you like to go?
Sure. Mine's gonna be super obvious, and I believe it's gonna get all 4 yeses. But I've got to put it the greatest New York hardcore band ever, Sheer Terror, Hall of Fame.
Which way are we going? Pablo's up to something.
I'm going to say no.
Wow.
Okay.
He's just mad.
Just for the simple fact that I only know like their first album and their last album.
For me, 100% yes. Super influential in my life.
1,000% yes.
All right.
So that's 3 yes.
3-1.
Right. So they're
That's
in.
the second member.
I'll give you a third member right here, pal.
Jeez. How will these bands? What will we bestow?
A little trophy?
Yeah.
A B.S.B trophy?
When we build the building, they get a little section of stuff.
Yeah, they get a plaque.
Great, another thing for me to fucking ship out.
No, it gets put up in the building, man. You don't have to ship
But then
out.
when
just
someone gets an award, them and all every member in the band gets a thing.
You just have to make it. Can you make the plaques?
I'll
You have the
I'll
kids make
I'll
them?
go to Kelly's Trophies and
No,
fucking
yeah.
we get, like we were talking about earlier. We get one of them dial with the red tape.
And just
and the
put their
braille
name on the
lettering
tap.
on it.
Oh
Just
my
like,
gosh.
Black flag, sheer terror.
On a plaque.
Oh,
On a
shit.
piece of paper.
On a thing.
We put it on a
What about the gimmicks you put the pins on?
The bulletin board?
Yeah, the bulletin boards.
I mean,
I'll tell you.
is there like $4 in the budget to buy one?
No.
I'm going to tell you what we do right the fuck now.
Tell me.
We're going to get a bulletin board.
All right.
We're going to draw the bars, Black Flag bars.
Uh-huh.
We're going to draw
The sheer terror.
sheer terror bulldog gimmick.
Uh-huh.
We're going to fucking pit a tack in it. Pin it right behind you on the wall.
All right.
That's the fucking Hall of Fame.
And then as each person goes in, their logo
We
goes
pit
on
another thing up there.
Okay.
All right.
That's
I'm
what
with
we're
it.
doing.
I'm with it.
That's what we're doing.
It
That's
has
the
been
Hall of Fame.
decided.
It has been decided.
It has been.
I don't think that's the right quote.
I don't either. I think we just rolled with it.
I have to think about it for a minute.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
I haven't seen it in such
I
a long
can't
time.
remember.
I couldn't even tell you.
Never saw it. Who's next?
Who never saw me? Obvious one, probably argument for greatest band of all time, Sex Pistols. 100%. They didn't go into that Hall of Fame. They go into our Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
What if Johnny Rotten says he doesn't want to be in our?
Well,
That's a good point.
that's fine. We'll put the rejection letter up on the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
All right.
I say yes.
I'm getting the obvious one out.
Yeah.
I respect that line of thinking of getting the obvious one out. There's a bunch more,
Yeah.
but
We gotta plow through that
Right.
fucking
Right.
stuff until we get to the interesting shit.
um,
Everything so far, except Pablo threw that weird foul ball, but
mine to you guys might not be talking about let's get trudge through the easy stuff, but this is 1,000% for me. This would have went in before Black Flag if I started it.
okay.
Thin Lizzy.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Has to be.
So that's in. That's 3-1. Fucking,
This fucking bozo says no to fucking Thin Lizzy.
he's upset about the fucking. Goddamn. Dude, feel like a snowflake.
He said
Whatever.
no to
What's that
fucking
fucking-
Sheer Terror and Thin Lizzy, but yes to Into Another. Just let me recap that. So it's not separated by a 5-minute intervals.
Right.
He said no to Sheer Terror, no to
Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy, and yes to Into Another.
He's the blow.
That's what this world's coming to.
I feel like a snowflake on the seance board.
That's very close.
Thanks.
I think it's I feel like having a seance.
I didn't know we were making fun of the nominees too at the same time.
I didn't make fun of anything.
You and I are
I
a
knew the
snowflake. Yeah.
If he takes the mic out,
It's
and
making
starts
a,
doing
it's
that.
making a mockery of the Hall of Fame.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, sure.
How dare you? The Hall of Fame is like
I I just feel like there's no resistance in this Hall of Fame thing. Like, is there a number of ones that can't get in and can't get in?
Why is this so difficult?
I don't know. He's all.
Listen to me, my friend. Right now, we're going through a stage where it's going to be a lot of obvious stuff, but down
When
the
is
line,
it going to end?
Who the fuck knows? We already got one no. I would have never thought there would have been a no in this early on. So who the fuck knows? I could very easily next week say Crass, who is a super important band to me. I'm going to get 3 no's on that, or at least 2.
But you're not going to say Crash next week. You're going to say something super obvious.
I'm saying super obvious stuff now because it's got to be fucking said. And none of the bands, including the Pistols, are in the real Hall of Fame.
We're the real
We're
Hall
the
of
real
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Exactly. You got it, my friend. You got
Jesus.
Love
That's my line.
It's my,
Love Pablo.
All right, so
Oh,
All
so
things matter except ours.
that's correct. The Gavin and I have been discussing the sitcom. These are the two hands. So there's been some rewrites, some changes. Nothing to the main characters.
okay.
So are you and or Pablo hip to this Penguin video? That his
vaguely.
The cursing one,
Well,
it's
all right. There's a real video. That was a real video on like
National Geographic.
right, and then somebody
the Australian guy just voiced over it.
right, yes.
Okay. So me and Vinny.
But
were
the guy in the original one who's really paid to do it was Savage.
yes,
I didn't see
we
that
were
one.
hip to it about 4 or 5 days before the Australian guy overdubbed it.
Okay.
Which made it even better. When I say hip to it, I mean we sat and analyzed and obsessed over this video for a good 3 days.
Yeah,
maybe?
fucking cracking up. You know what we're talking about, P?
Vaguely. I saw internet blurbs, but I didn't watch it.
All right, so like this penguin ball rolls up and his Jones with a new ball.
Yes. I'm aware of that part, but I didn't watch.
So he starts stomping like,
Okay. What's what?
what's what?
Right.
So we fucking lose our minds like 3-year-olds. And then I was like, yo, man, the Gwynns had beef with each other.
I like that.
What if they're satellite characters on the show? And Gavin says there are loud, obnoxious neighbors because they always...
That I like. We need neighbors.
So,
We
but-
need the backyards connected all.
Exactly.
So I don't understand. How would the Penguins live as just heads?
Listen,
He's fucking being funny.
Now you're being ridiculous.
Sicko.
We're talking about a serious
listen.
situation, and you're being ridiculous.
Sicko and everyone on Twitter who has questions. We've broken this down for you about 17 times. It's not... we're not fucking writing like... give me something that was fucking...
War and Peace.
Dostoevsky?
Wrong.
I mean, you brought it up. You got Penguins in the Head show.
No, they are...
Can they-
You're in the show. You're not a head. You're a ghost.
I thought I'm a ghost head.
Pablo
No,
is
you're just a
no,
ghost.
no
You're
one
a
ever said
ghost.
that. Pablo's a
Pablo's
kangaroo body.
You
That
got...
carries around a ghost head.
What's
Listen,
a ghost
listen.
head?
Listen, hold on, time out.
You're stupid.
I don't understand.
Time out.
Pop Tart for that one.
Let's go back to the explosion. Okay?
All right.
The oven explosion.
All right.
You died. You're back as a whole ghost. Okay?
But what about the cryogenic head part of the ghost?
No. Pablo's a head. You're not a head. You died. Pablo was like all fucked up.
He's
and
like
they-
2 rewrites ago.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
Look, man, I don't have the time to explain the rewrites to the
I'm
talent.
not understanding this narrative. I mean, you're bringing in penguin heads and kangaroos.
There's
Penguins
no
live
heads.
next
The Penguins
door.
live next door. The 2 dudes live with the girl.
They
They're-
came to an agreement because they can't afford the rent.
so
So
they're
all 3
arguing
of them
all the
live there,
time.
Makes
but they
sense.
fight all day.
Where would penguins get money to pay rent?
Listen, man. That's part of the.
They all work at Target. What the fuck? It's not that hard, man. Hey, yo.
All right, if you say so. I'm just
go along.
I'm seeing
And
plot
Pablo,
flaws.
you're constantly angered because you're trying to relax as a Roo, and they're always fighting.
Yeah, I mean the natural enemy of the kangaroo is the penguin.
Well, the first kangaroo, the penguin, is a snake. So we're deciding if we want to have a snake on the show, but we don't know yet.
We found the problem.
Oh, you found the problem. Okay.
This is a pretty flawless fucking plot line.
It is.
Except
There's not
for
many
one thing.
holes.
Here's one. Because me and Vinny are just heads, we have a problem at this point dealing with heavy situations.
Okay.
Because we're just heads. We need a heavy to take care of our business for us.
Okay.
We can't go knocking on the fucking Gwen's door when
You don't have arms?
no, and they'll peck out our fucking eyeballs.
They slap you up and then they peck out your eyes. That's their deal.
But how would you have eyes if
I don't
you're a
wanna
robot
be-
head?
I don't want to be
No,
a
no,
fucking.
no. I'm not a robot head.
I don't want to be just a head and then have fucking no eyes too.
I mean, who would?
Then we're essentially bowling balls with brains.
So who's going to be your heavy?
Listen.
Well,
Is there a new character coming?
I don't know. This is what I wanted to bring up.
All right.
You can't be involved because you're a fucking ghost. You go through shit.
Yeah.
Understood.
Pablo could potentially be a heavy because it's just his head on a fucking Roo body.
And they
Roos
box.
With the boxing gloves.
Right. I'm thinking Pablo goes and knocks on the door, and they whoop his ass, and he comes back all fucking beat up. So we got to come up with an idea of how we're gonna handle this. What do you think of that?
I don't think I'm gonna get beat up by a penguin anytime soon.
There's 3 of them.
And they're
It's like
just
that-
and they're just penguin
It's
heads.
like that domestic quarrel thing. You go over there to fucking squash some shit, and they
I throw one in the fucking pouch. I punch the other one in the face. I hit the other one with the tail.
Bada
I'm
bing,
not getting
bada
beat up
boom.
by no penguins.
What do you think? I mean, he's not wrong.
I mean,
If you watch this video,
if you watch
see
this
how these
video,
dudes fight,
those Gwens
you
ain't
might
gonna.
have a different.
I mean, are the penguins packing? Maybe they have some weaponry.
That's
man.
why
So-
Sicko tried to ask about what they did for a living, and I'm trying to tell you, they might be up to something.
Right, right. Oh, they might not be only up and up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So where does the snack come in?
It's Section 8 housing next door.
Yeah. We don't know if there's gonna be a snack or not.
I mean, that definitely would start it off if I got beat up. That would start off the rivalry.
Yeah, because we would have.
Yeah.
We'd be
They're
like, yo.
loud. Okay, so you got the theme song. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
We're trying to watch TV and these motherfuckers are next to a fight.
Yeah.
We say.
We're trying to watch Judge Judy, and they're all.
Sickos flying around. Woo, woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, doing that. Holding fucking your arsenal. God, let's listen to this again. Sicko, it's already been 14 times today, man. We're trying to watch Judge Judy. No. The more you ignore me, the closer I feel. Whatever.
Wow.
All right, thank you. Then
Thank you.
we say Pablo, these motherfuckers next
Yeah,
door.
go handle the Gwen.
Yeah, because, like, this is enough now. Pablo goes over.
The main dude's name is Penn Gwen.
That's what I was going to say. I hope you're telling me that their names are the Gwens.
GWYNN.
Yes.
Do you sign your pictures? Penguin or Herman Munster?
That's good.
Go ahead, Jeffrey. What were you saying?
I'm having trouble following this plot. I got to be honest. It
We're
doesn't-
watching Judge Judy. You're flying around with Bona Drag, trying to get us to listen to that again. And Pablo's like, look, man, we're trying to watch Judge Judy.
I'm just saying, it
These
all
motherfuckers-
seems a little unrealistic. If you're just heads, how would you even put the channel on to watch Judge Judy?
Pablo's here for that.
He's got boxing gloves on his hands. How's he changing
He
channel?
mashes the buttons until it comes on.
See, that's
What do you mean? You could mash a fucking remote.
improbable to me.
I'll go mash that remote right now and fucking pit something on.
Something, yeah, but he's specifically saying Judge Judy.
We'll mash it until she comes on.
Judy's on like
I
14
mean,
channels, man.
I mean, hey.
Plus,
In
you
what-
get like the fucking Amazon Echo gimmick. You're like, yo, Amazon,
that's
turn
true.
on
And
Judge Judy.
On this remote, before it broke, you could say Judge Judy and it would come up.
Technology, man.
Right, but your heads, you can't even get close to the fucking thing.
Pablo, hold it up.
He's
And
got
it-
boxing gloves on.
You can hold things in there.
Their fucking
got a
their
tongue.
head gimmick has amplification like it's a fucking
I'm
microphone.
sorry, this whole thing's just ridiculous.
He's fired.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not
off
that-
the show.
It's not that hard to fucking do.
Yo,
I'm not-
episode 3, we killed the ghost.
Kill the ghost. Guys, we hate it when our friends become successful.
How about I get so fed up with you guys
Bye.
being mean to me that I go move in with the fucking Gwynns, Mr. and Mrs. Gwynn, Tony and his wife.
They ain't having you either.
I mean, I'm a ghost, though. How are they going to get rid of me? I can just set up shop.
Exorcism.
When you die,
Now that's just being ridiculous.
no, but when you die, you're confined to the quarters that you died in.
Says who?
They call the old lady from the poltergeist.
Yeah, Zelda comes in.
Now, she's long dead, so she ain't doing I ain't scared of her.
She's not dead in our.
She's like 1,000 years old. There's
Jeff.
no way she's still alive.
He's dampering the whole sitcom. He's in the writing room saying all of our ideas are shit,
Right.
I'm just trying to understand.
And not contributing.
not contributing.
I contributed. I said I was going to move in with the Penguins.
We don't
You're,
like that.
you're saying that out of spite.
I mean, if that's my character's motivation, then yeah.
Suede head.
Look,
I'm having a hard time following this, is all I'm saying.
we're going to pick up.
Without
We need
sicko.
to. I feel like the next time. By the way, we're gonna be off for a little bit. Again, I know we were just off, but we're gonna be. This just popped in my head. We're gonna be off for a couple weeks after this because of the holidays and whatever's coming up. Schedule's gonna be weird until.
The holidays are over.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
we're
much.
gonna fucking be in and out. You know what I mean?
You get an episode, you get an episode. You don't get an episode, you look at a repeat.
But you'll get other
Little
shit. We got
little pity repeat.
Yeah.
we
Little
got tons
bit
of
of the old in out.
we got tons of video stuff and.
We'll definitely have something new for
we're
you
gonna
every
do
week.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
We'll do a bunch of shit.
Yeah, classic episodes or whatnot.
Yeah, like
And the
there's
videos
stuff.
are coming.
The video.
So if you don't get an audio, you'll get a video.
Have we got a video?
We have got a video.
What was I gonna say?
I think you two should take the time off to work on this fucking concept.
The
of yours.
script
There's
is
nothing
brilliant.
to work on.
I'm not following any of this. And I think I represent your average viewer.
Our ratings are through the roof, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is being tested.
Focus groups
Focus groups
testing through the roof.
Through the roof. Highest since the Chevy Chase talk show.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Well, listen, we Gavin and I could talk about the brilliance of our sitcom all day long, but we can't. So I'm gonna send it to Sicko for a little word association.
If a double-decker bus crashes into us, I'll become a ghost and Pablo will become a kangaroo.
See, none of it makes sense.
Oh, I don't know.
I
what
think
you
you're just
mean.
reaching.
Hello.
Hello. Where do you want to start this fine Thursday?
What did we do on Tuesday?
Jeff will start.
I'll start.
Jeff will start.
And go which way?
That's a good question.
Me blow you.
Wow. That's a high-o.
Jesus that was
Christ.
brilliant.
Wow.
Well, Jeffrey,
I wish I
let's
could say I planned that, but
start with
Me blow you, he said.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta write that down somewhere.
Sicko, he says some
Let's
words.
start with the
we
record.
react.
Let them eat jelly beans.
Dead Kennedys is on it.
Mm-hmm.
Did Alternative Tentacles put that out? I think they did.
I think so.
I'm blanking on anything
Been
else.
so many years. I
I
know,
know-
Black Flag's on it. I think Police Story is on it, right? Or is that the other one?
No, that's the Western.
All Quiet on the Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's been
don't know.
so-
I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. I get those two confused because in my head I'm picturing that record.
I wonder if there's like a device where you could find that information.
Did Winston
immediately?
What's his fuck Smith do the
cover?
Cover?
The Ronnie cover?
It's Ronald Reagan on the cover, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you.
Whatever. I had it at some point.
So did I.
I think Flipper might be on it.
Flipper is definitely on it.
I like Flipper.
Do you really?
I like that one. The album fucking rules.
Really?
Fuck.
You're like the only person I've ever met that likes Flipper.
The record, the album,
Yeah.
with Sex Bomb and fucking Ha Ha Ha.
Oh, I know
and
it.
Fucking Life is Cheap. Fuck. That shit's hard.
Okay.
Hard. That ain't fun, man.
I'm not-
There ain't nothing fun about
I
that
am
record.
not co-signing that.
Hey, did we know someone
Go back and listen to that.
named Flipper?
I actually did
Yeah,
today.
he was a bizarre
A couple
hammer.
songs came out.
Okay.
Out of his mind.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole different kind of Flipper.
No. I just.
All right.
I'm surprised you don't like Flipper.
Always hated them. Weird. Amy's got a great story about them, too.
I have a great story as well that I'm not telling.
Yeah. She interviewed them one time, and they were infamous for stealing other bands' gear and selling it for dope. And something happened. She was interviewing them, and they literally tried to beat her up, and they all fell down. It was her and Bruce fell down the City Garden stairs, like pummeling each other, and she fucking wailed the dude in the nuts and like put him down and then took off.
Yeah.
Like during the City Gardens days or during you writing this book?
No, during the City Gardens days. She was interviewing them for the zine she did. So this was like 83 or 84. Yeah. There you have it. Who was next?
Me.
Let Them Eat Jelly Beans?
Yeah, so I think I stole this album from the certain college radio station.
No, you didn't, because I did.
So but here's the joke. When I got it home, that album wasn't in there. Circle Jerks Live from Spin Records was in there.
Yeah? Because I had the record.
Yeah.
How was that?
What?
How was that?
Dope.
Yeah.
Real dope.
Heavy.
Can you look up real quick, see what's on it?
No, because I'm banned from using
Yeah,
it during
he's
word
not allowed.
association.
Okay.
So fuck you. I heard your little fucking jab earlier.
Did you?
But the OG,
I was
OG
afraid you missed it.
Yeah, they banned me, so I can't do it.
I don't remember much about it. The first thing I thought of wasn't that on Alternative Tentacles?
I think it was.
That's
Dead Kennedys were prominent on it.
Yeah, that's my only real memory of it.
All right. Jeffrey, Ringworm, the band.
I don't get it. People like them. It's not my thing. I have listened to them because people who I like and respect their taste and stuff like them. I get it. It's just not my thing. They seem really good at what they do.
What do we talk about?
Ringworm?
I don't know. Don't know them.
Vin?
I've said this before about this answer that I hate. Oh, I hate it when it's applied to my music or anyone's music, but their super early shit I fucking loved, but I like their later shit, and that singer is cool as fuck. I met him with Scott Vogel and drank with him. He's cool as fuck, but I'm a fan of Ringworm.
I think I'm on pretty much everything what Gavin said. It's just not for me. But I don't hate it, but I wouldn't ever listen to it. Jeffrey, the movie Fight Club.
I think we talked about last episode. I'm a mark for a lot of Ed Norton stuff, but I don't like Dude. What's his fucking name?
Fincher or
Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt.
Oh.
Jealous.
I think that if I wasn't really thinking about it, my immediate answer would be I didn't like it, but I think I do like it. It's okay. I'm entertained by it. I don't need anything more than that out of that movie. And Meatloaf rules in it.
during this era, a couple of our boys that were like real sweet bulls they started their own fight club. And I was like, my joke was, first rule of Fruit Club, don't talk about Fruit Club. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like...
I don't know about the way you put it, but
these
because
bulls...
it doesn't make us look too good, but all right.
But, yeah, everyone... The trend was everyone was starting their own fight clubs, and it lasted like 2 days because everyone got beat up and couldn't take a beating.
Vin?
Fincher's brilliant. Norton's brilliant in it. Pitt is good in it. Me and my man Sleazy had a very recent, very long talk about a plot hole in it, and just the conversation was making my head explode. But I love everything that David Fincher does.
I'm gonna say it might be one of the worst movies I ever saw. It is the most closeted, gay, homoerotic thing I've ever seen.
So what?
And I'm not interested in that. And it was poorly written. It was dumb.
It was more uptight than I thought.
It was so dumb.
So what? If
And it was all testosterone and
So what?
fighting dudes and it was stupid.
His name was Robert Paulson, sicko. Forget it.
I don't know what that means.
He's going to bring up something, and he's like, I don't know what it means either.
Why do I? Why is that a?
Gavin is committing a felony as we speak.
Is he doing the gimmick again?
I stopped.
Still did it.
I'm gonna fucking pit B.S.B across it.
Wow.
B.S.B House.
Why is that a negative?
Because exactly. Because they're trying to pretend that that's not what it's about, and has some super deep meaning about society, and it's just a bunch of dudes rolling around with their shirts off, which is fine if you're what you're into, but don't try and tell me it's a deep, good movie.
I don't personally want to go do that, but I found it entertaining on some level.
I sure didn't.
You're a tough audience.
That is true. That is true. Jeff, how about Rest in Pieces?
Oh. I liked them then. I don't think I've listened to them since then. So
Fair enough.
I can't say. I should go back and check that out and see if I still like it.
I pretty much have the same answer as OG. I don't remember anything past their first record.
I fucking love that band. I have recently listened to it. It's as good as I remember it, because I have too much music to fit on an iPod Classic, which means I constantly have to rotate shit in order to keep shit fresh, instead of because it all won't be on the one gimmick. So I'll rotate shit, and recently put the Rest in Pieces shit on there, and it's hard as nails.
I'll go one better than Gavin because I was in the same spot. Liked it back then. Haven't listened to it since then, but very recently, going through a YouTube wormhole, it came up and I played it. Liked it better than when I liked it back then.
Me too.
Thought it was even better, which very rarely happens for me. Jeffrey, Negative FX.
And Mark for the Manson flyer.
All day.
I'm drawing a blank.
It was Choke's band before Slapshot.
Nah,
Nah?
I didn't like them.
I like them better than I liked Slapshot.
I don't love Slapshot. I just the Trouble did a cover of what's it called, and I think it's better than the Slapshot.
Jeff, you got any thoughts on Beanie Siegel?
I think Vinny likes some of it.
They're my favorite answers.
Yeah. I like it better when he just.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a Philly dude, right?
He is.
All right, he's a Philly guy.
There you go.
Is he from Siegel Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm down.
I don't think I have a bad thing to say about Beanie. I just not familiar with too much of his work, and I'm sure he got a bad deal from all the deals that he signed.
Vin.
I'm always intrigued by gangster rappers who are real gangsters.
Yeah.
Just historically, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you heard of the stories of, like NWA not living the life. Beans always lived the life. Beans was wrapped up in that world before the rap shit. So, and we worked together. Great dude too.
Jeff, the movie They Live.
Roddy Piper sees some shit through some glasses, and it's considered the greatest fight scene in all
Yeah.
movies ever.
The South Park.
Yeah, the longest
Yeah.
fight scene.
They did it frame by frame.
It was dope. Years later, NWA did a commercial that mimicked it, but when you put on their lokes is when you saw shit.
I don't remember that.
I
but
don't
that's
either.
fucking
YouTube
tremendous.
that NWA commercial. They live lokes.
Is
She's
it a
crazy.
commercial for Lokes?
Yeah,
Nice.
Whoa.
yeah. They were like, you put on the lokes, and it says like obey and shit.
Nice.
I'm kind of speechless on that.
Let me see if it'll pull up or not.
You ever listen to that? Ice Cube's got a song about Lokes, but it's after Ice Cube was good. so I want to like the song.
Yeah, but you gotta know.
Like, why didn't you do this 10 years
You're
ago?
putting over the concept, but you can't put over the song.
Right.
Vin, thoughts on They Live?
Obviously Piper, Keith. What's the black guy's name? Keith.
Couldn't even tell you.
He was in a lot of good shit. Super ahead of its time, and the very taboo subject at the time. It's hard to show this much love to a movie that was the lead was a wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conceptually, though, it was Carpenter, wasn't it?
Yes, John Carpenter.
Conceptually, though, man, real ill. Like even a lot of the stuff I talked about on my early records, it covered. You know what I mean? Real ill concept. I think iller than people that haven't checked it, recently, meaning like 10 years. It's iller than you remember it being.
And better than I think
and
people
Piper,
give it credit for.
yes, and Piper was very serviceable. I won't
believable,
say.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
am I going to say Oscar or something? Of course not. Very serviceable as the lead. And Keith, I can't remember his name, black dude. He's in... He's been in Aronofsky movies. He's real dope in it too. He's like his partner.
Keith David.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other best line of that movie is when they're in the fucking alien layer or whatever, and they
Yeah.
meet the rich dude, and there's like he's like blah blah blah. It's like, oh no, there's no borders anymore.
Yeah.
It's just this sect running the whole world, and that's it.
It's super
Like, and it gets
ahead of its time.
yeah. You could say that.
Prescient,
Yeah.
you could say.
Hey, well done.
Thank you. And let's end it with,
Oh no.
Jeffrey, what comes to mind when I say Scott Vogel?
Scott Vogel texted me tonight.
Nice.
Talk some shit.
Nice.
I'm a big fucking fan of Vogel, and I don't know a note that he's played, but he's one of the best dudes ever. That's not exactly true, but I know very little Terror stuff. But love Vogel.
Yes, he's a sweetheart. He's a great guy. Wish him well soon. Told him I need him. I need another fucking World Be Free record. He told me to go fuck myself, so I don't know when that's gonna come out.
Huge mark for World Be Free.
All day.
I need to get hip to the Terror stuff.
Yeah, listen, it's hard.
Yeah, I
That
need to get hip.
that Keepers of the Faith song is like one of my favorite songs of all time. It's like the most simplistic thing, and it's fucking brilliant.
How the fuck did I miss the boat on this?
I don't know anything else by them. Like, that's the song that I heard, like, when it came out. I was like, that's a good song. I never listened to anything. Like, they passed me by when they came out.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention
Right.
when they came out.
Right. Vinny?
Vocals probably my best friend in music. And we're a little bit dangerous together. Some would say a lot, but not to us.
Hello, understatement.
I have a ball with the guy, biggest heart, one of the best frontmen ever. I don't have enough time to say the good things. I love the kid, and honored to be his friend, because I'm a huge fan of his as an artist. You know what I mean? And he's a great friend.
I just want to say the first time I met him in person was when we went to the World Be Free show. Would not know him if it were not for you. And he treated me like we've been best friends for 100 years. Is one of the best guys I've ever met, and has sent me the 2 greatest texts I've ever received. The first one, he wanted my name. He wanted to be Sicko, which I told him he can officially have. I've had it since 1985. He can take it from here. And the other one was, after one of our last shows, he sent me a text where he just said, I really liked your version of Verbal Assault, because I sang it.
Oh, right.
And I was like, there you go. That made me the best text I ever got. Love the vocal. And there you have another rousing rendition.
Rousing, which leads to me walking the
favorite
plank.
part. That's a good way to put it.
It is. We like to call this segment Dear Vin.
Here's some
Gary,
fucking
you
thoughts
watching out
from
what's
some
happening over there?
maniac.
I've pulled up.
He showed me this insane fucking commercial. What were they playing this commercial on?
like the typical 12:30
Rap City.
Yeah, like the 12:30 hip hop shows.
Crush raps and
Yeah,
pump
so-
it up.
Ruthless Records, They Live parody commercial.
I don't remember that shit.
When they put the
I'm
Lokes
being
on,
dead ass. I don't
when they put the
remember.
Lokes on, all the shit just has a Ruthless Records logo. That's what
Maybe
it
I
is.
do
Wow.
remember.
Yeah.
Can you send it to us, P,
Yeah.
tomorrow or now?
You should have saved that for your recommendation.
Yeah, this is Dear Vin. This is a bloodbath.
Dear Bloodbath.
I really don't like doing this at all. More and more. Exactly.
Here's some fucking thoughts from
okay.
some maniac.
Dear Vin, I think your music sucks fucking dick, just like you.
Jesus.
Tupac is still the best rap artist that has ever lived. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
I mean, those 2 statements just don't.
Can somebody explain to me why would you take that 20 seconds of your life to do that? Serious question.
I think either you were smoking or on the pretzel run. Sicko and I talked about it for about 5-10 minutes.
I don't know, man.
I think it's a self-validation thing.
I'm making a call on the next one. I glanced over it. It's annoying, but it's a little bit. It might be flattering, so I don't want to shit on the person. We'll decide. Maybe I'll read it later. Okay, dear Vin, I love you, Vinnie Paz. I want you to make new albums, but there's no new albums. But I want to know, in the Oracle clip, you said something about Alhamdulillah, and you said shit. What do you meant about this? I am angry of you. Are you hate Islam or what?
I don't have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, without a translation.
It doesn't. I feel like a lot of these people aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they claim to,
Yeah.
but they're not paying attention on any level.
Yeah.
Well, it's equivalent to just reading the blurb in your Facebook feed, not actually clicking on reading the story.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, his sentence, I want you to make new albums, but there's no new albums, is
And
how much attention is he paying?
right.
Lastly, you know what I find really strange? These messages I get that in their head are mid-conversation.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so when I last told you that blah, 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 but it's the first time I've ever...
Yeah.
These are really weird to me for some reason. And it's one of them. I know I've annoyed you over the years, but I don't give two fucks. So that line's pretty heavy duty, but I don't even know who this fucking person is. You know what I mean? The I don't give two fucks is pretty heavy duty, though. I know I've annoyed you over the years, but I don't give two fucks. I was raised Roman Catholic. I have to tell you something I realized recently. Oh, yes, the priest that baptized me was found to be a fucking pedophile. Pedophile is so far fucking removed from being spelled properly. It's only because of context that I knew which.
It's got like a T in it.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Anyways, in service, ... the priest takes his thumb and puts the sign of the cross on your forehead. Right on the pineal gland. And that's it.
Is that the pineal gland?
Like your peen? Like what?
Well, there's a whole heavy deal with that gland. And
Well, if you're me, there is.
jeez.
He's putting over his own hog.
Nah, it's some third eye shit, but I don't know what they're on about. That's another fucking
Jesus.
episode of Dear Van. Fuck off.
Juicy.
So,
They're starting to kind of make me sad. I kind of see what you're saying.
you?
Well, they're not directed at me, so it's not going to affect me as much as it does you.
I will.
But they
So,
make me sad.
As we've spoken about before, when the professor doesn't have a tip, he's not gonna.
You can't force the
You
tip.
can't.
With some lube, you can.
Hey,
There it is.
Or spit, if you can't afford it.
notice even when it's not about money, he had to say if you can't afford it.
Jesus.
So is that your
Yeah,
tip?
there you go. That's just a Pablo Cheapo tip.
Can't afford lube, spit and
Still
polish.
spit.
So we're gonna throw it to Pablo regardless because we have some mailbag.
And speaking of
Yes.
bags,
Exactly. Let's get right into the lube. This first one is from a friend of ours.
oh no.
Her name,
Oh.
Alligators.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Hi, my loves.
No. No.
Let me start by saying I just absolutely love the show.
No.
Me and the girls at Cheesecakes.
No.
Which is where she works. Yeah, she works at Cheesecakes.
That's all right.
Love to get ready for our set while listening.
Oh, make it stop.
You all do such a fantastic job, especially that Pablo. What a hunk. Thank you. I love to run my fingers through that bouffant one more time.
Jesus.
My question is, do any of you know Filomeno's release date? He promised me he was going to pick me up in this IROC Z if I sent him one of my pole-worn panties.
Oh, come on, man.
I sent him the zebra print ones that I wore when I won first place by doing push-ups with my titties.
Jesus.
This is a fucking wreck.
I've not heard from him.
Fucking hell.
I've not heard from him since. I love you all.
2020, I think he gets it.
All right. There you go, Allie. The OG knows. And that's on good behavior.
Yeah, I mean
So-
that's assuming he doesn't get pinched with contraband
Yeah,
or.
it's a shit show, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we can tell you when they say, but if he acts up,
I mean, we know he's running a store already, and that'll get you extra time if you get caught. So
exactly.
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. All right, this next one's from Vinny. This is from my boy Ross Hawkins. He is Twitter follower of P. Jiggies. He's verified, so he's VIP in my book.
All right.
My man from New Zealand. He's a skateboarder IT guy, so my man. He says, Vinny, as an artist, what's your take on streaming music services? Do they screw artists over as badly as some people imply?
Yes. Really, everyone is eating off of streaming services like Spotify, except the artists. Spotify is eating, obviously, whatever they charge, $10 a month or something like that. Mm-hmm. And the artists are getting percentages of a penny per play. Some artists have gone as far as to say, fuck this place. Like, whatever you think about Taylor Swift's music or pop culture, anything like that, she got to a point where she's like, I've had it with this shit, and yanked her catalogs off of shit, which I thought was dope. So, yeah, man. I mean, but it's crying over spilled milk. I'm not going to change. If that's the way the people want to listen to music, I don't choose to listen to music that way. So, but I can't control or dictate how people choose to listen to it. But yes, people get robbed.
Thank you. This one's from Joshua Hillard. Back in the day when you guys first started going to horrorcore shows and started to really understand what it means to be there with the intensity of it all, do you guys remember any moments of those early shows where you looked around at the madness and you first thought to yourself, yeah, this is what hardcore is, this is what it's all about?
I'm thinking. I'm not.
I mean, I just remember just going there and being like, first show, second show, and being like, holy shit, everybody looks like me. There's no fucking jocks here to fucking beat us up or anything. Like, this is our place, our spot, and the music was awesome, and it was just great. And you just felt like home.
My first hardcore show was being a hammer, going to see the Age of Quarrel era Cro-Mags in '86. And I had been to metal shows, which is a completely different animal. Like, they moshed at metal shows, but I had never seen anything like it. It was the scariest thing I ever saw. Like, I didn't go anywhere near the pit because, like, I didn't know. I was 13, I think. But yeah, it had a huge impact on me. Like, this is what I want to do. Yeah, but it was scary as shit.
OG, anything? Any memories?
No.
On being down in the scene? When we let you in to hang out with us?
That's how it went, exactly. Yeah. No, I don't remember.
Paz, anything off the top of your head right now?
Well, the age difference was a huge thing for me. Sicko said, like, a fear factor was there for him. I guess there was for me, but it was more an age thing. I definitely, like you said, felt like it was cool to see like other kids that, oh wait, a bunch of heads in here might skateboard and a bunch of heads in here listen to music that's not what everyone at school is listening to and shit like that, you know what I mean? But I was so young and so little. I had to be on my P's and Q's and constantly be aware of my surroundings because I was like fucking 10 years old, yeah. Man. So it's like, that's my first impressions were probably fear, but that good fear, that I want to do this again fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, before you go to a hardcore show, you're going to like school dances where all the punks and skaters and whatever are going to hang out, and hip hop heads are going to hang out in a corner together. But you still got to fight the rest of the school.
That's literally how it went down. Yeah.
Yeah, like I went to metal shows, which were much tamer. The other thing that I forgot to mention about the Cro-Mag show was that was the first time I'd ever seen skinheads. Like, I had no idea, like, knew nothing, and that's a pretty imposing kind of memory. The first time you see it, if you're not going into it, expecting it.
All right, and last question is from Correct.
Of course it is.
Where's he been all of my life? As you know, I frequent a lot of sporting events, but mainly the sport of boxing. Yeah, because we know he works in the industry, right?
He thinks he does.
All right. Usually, I buy the cheapest ticket for the event, which usually is in the upper deck nosebleed section.
This is also true.
But what I found is most of the expensive seats are usually empty. So after the second or third bout, I survey the scene and work my way down to the expensive seats.
Is there a question?
My question is, have you ever done this at a show or sporting event, and does this constitute a cheapo tip of the week? We're all in this together, buddy, and we love you.
Okay, first of all, can I just say real quick, if it's a show, there's no seats.
I've physically
He said
watched
boxing.
him do this.
Oh, I thought you said a show or a sporting event.
Sporting event.
I have, with my own eyes, not via story, with my own eyes, watched him launched out of seats.
No.
Yeah. I had great seats. Him and his brother sat with me and Lenny, and he got rung up. So
The Bob Euchre, I must be in the front row.
yes, so he is telling half truths.
What a Chet bastard.
He buys nosebleeds and hopes that he can get up front. For a fight that might not have a mammoth or a star fighter, maybe you can pull it off. But therein lies the cheapo tip that Pablo may or may not agree with. That dice roll is for the birds when you hit a certain age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fork over the extra clams and just know you're good.
And I mean, if it's a sport that you love, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't fork it over. And
When we, I don't think it's a cheapo tip because it's not a guarantee every time.
yeah, I think that's what he was saying. Like,
So
you're
I
rolling the
don't
dice.
think I don't think it's a cheapo tip. When we for your birthday when we went to the Wachovia Center for the meet and greet with Sugar Ray,
Yeah.
we were in the box seats, which were dope. We had the
Yeah.
whole box with the open bar and
Yes.
stuff. But then as the night progressed, me and Q were peeping, and we saw that the whole front row was empty.
Yes.
And this dude walked up and he's Howard, and Q grabs him and he's like, "How'd you get down there?" And the guy's like, "Just fucking pretend like you're talking on your cell phone. They're not checking tickets." So me and Q like opened our cell phones and pretend like we were having a conversation.
Yeah, and I remember-
And the boy like didn't say shit, and we like sat for the last two bouts. We sat in like the front row.
I remember by the end of the night, we were all down there. But again, it's like that was an event in a building that was way too big for the event with no stars on it. So if you're talking that type of boxing event, you're able to pull that off. You know what I'm saying? But we were at a Kovalev fight, a pound for pound guy. Him and his brother sit with us.
What'd they
doing the-
do? What'd they do?
They wrung their asses up.
That would be worth paying the full
Hand on the
Well, he
collar,
does
hand on the jeans.
He does it. Their
Toss
uncle
him.
filled his ass. They do it, and they do it.
Not the Jazz.
They do it at every. He fucking does it at every fight. So I watch him get rung up at every fight.
That's awesome.
The lady was like,
All of a sudden now I like Cody Mack a lot better.
"I need to see your tickets," and me and Lenny just started cracking up because I know I'm gonna pull out the official Johns, and he has to pretend like he doesn't know what he's doing.
He pulling out like a fucking gum wrapper.
Right.
Oh,
exactly.
God bless him. Must be in my other suit.
Yeah, that's the gimmick.
And he ends with, "Oh, and before I forget, fuck Cody Mack."
There it is.
Look.
And that's the mail baggage.
All right.
Jesus.
As we do at the end of every episode of B.S.B, we all throw you a recommendation. And I usually start with the sicko. If you're ready.
I am ready.
All right.
I'm going to recommend a little film called Fight Club.
I knew it.
No, I actually, I'm gonna put myself over a little bit.
That rarely happens.
If you hadn't noticed, I spent the weekend updating the part of our website, and so all the recommendations are now on our website. If anybody wants to go and check them out. So in doing so, I realized one of my favorite books that I had assumed I had already done, I didn't do, so I'm going to do it now. It's the Peter Hook book about Joy Division. It's really good if you're a Joy Division fan. I think I can't even remember what it's called. It's called Unknown Pleasures Inside Joy Division. Just really tells the whole inside story about one of my favorite bands in the world. Peter Hook is sort of a wry, kind of abrasive guy, and it comes through in the writing, and it's a fun book, and it's got a lot of cool behind-the-scenes stories. So I think it came out like 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago. And that's it.
P. Jiggy.
Yes, this one is this is on BBC America. This is a show. It's a quirky comedy. They call it a dramedy. This is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
What?
This is based off Douglas Adams' series of books he wrote after Hitchhiker's Guide. About, it's just like this dude solving fucking science fiction crimes. It's a quirky comedy. I like it. Big fan of Douglas Adams. On BBC America as we speak.
What's it called again?
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Who?
Dirk
Dirk
Gently's.
Gently.
You don't know Dirk Gently?
No, not at all.
He's a holistic detective.
Does he have an agency?
The universe tells him what to do, and he does it.
Okay.
And he solves crimes by not looking for clues. If that makes you want to watch the show
I
more.
mean, I guess I do the same thing too.
Yeah, I'm in that
I
agency.
mean, Jesus.
I think it's Elijah Wood's in it too.
OG?
I've been watching a lot of clips of Portlandia on YouTube. I'm really into that right now.
The Blow loves
Yeah,
that
Pablo
show.
loves
I do love it.
Dude, I
Yeah.
fucking I mean, I've been
I
hip
don't
to
think
it.
that dude's funny at all.
can't
I
stand
love that dude, and he's an old punk rock guy. So
I know
I'm
he's an
fucking
old punk
in
rock
all
guy.
day. That dude, he does this other fucking character. Ian Rubbish, which is he's got a whole fucking thing with the dudes from the Clash that he does like a fucking mockumentary fucking
Yeah?
thing. Dude, it's so fucking good, and all of a sudden it hit me how funny this fucking guy is. I never got it, except for that Ian Rubbish thing, until like one day last week. And all of a sudden
I
all
saw you
wrapped up
talking
in it.
the bicycle thing or something, right?
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous how funny this fucking
best.
thing is.
I just can't stand that dude.
Neither can I. And,
I'll
he's-
binge-
and
I'll
everyone who
binge watch
goes
it
on Howard Stern,
for
I
like
end up
3 weeks and
liking,
then
and he went
can't
on.
watch
and
it for
it
like a
didn't
month.
budge me.
Like
I'm
IOD
just
on it.
kidding.
IOD on it.
Are you hip to the Ian Rubbish thing?
Yeah, but to me, the Battlestar Galactica is the best skit of all time.
I didn't see
But they
that
binge watched Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, we watched that in
Did
DC.
we watch that one? Yeah.
The only thing I saw was like a 20-second clip of the one Danzig was in.
I still haven't seen
It was
that one.
fucking brilliant.
Jello's in one too.
Jello's in one
Yeah.
too. That's fucking unreal.
it's
He's
funny.
been in a coma since '83 and just woke up and walks outside and he's like, I can't even explain it.
What is it on Hulu?
I've been watching it on YouTube. I don't know what it's legit on.
It's on IFC.
IFC.
But Netflix or Hulu doesn't play it. How is that?
I'm
possible?
sure one of them does.
Okay.
I've never looked for it.
Mine is a book. It's called Charles Manson Now. It's by Marlon Marinick. He's this heavy metal punk rock psychiatric nurse
Jesus.
who, through a series of weird connections, gets in touch with Charlie in present day.
Through working or through because he wanted to talk to him?
A mix of both. This dude who is in the tier with Charlie contacts him and tells him, yo, I can link you up with Charlie. And of course he doesn't believe it. So like 2 weeks later he answers his phone and Charlie's on the other end. And begins this relationship / friendship and him visiting, and it's like a chapter will be written by the kid and then a chapter written by Charlie today. It's heavy duty, man.
Is this
When you-
fiction?
No.
When you say
nonfiction.
today,
Like 2012.
heavy.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's basically all the parts Charlie wrote are like Charlie's Atwa Bible.
Yeah.
And
What's the kid writing about?
what led him to Charlie, his upbringing, his mother's suicide, and then by the time you get to the mid book, it's like both of them discussing their current situation.
Charlie and the kid.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucked. It's heavy duty, but Charlie's parts are incredible. It's real dope. You can't put it down.
That sounds all right.
So that's it for another episode of B.S.B. We'll be back when we're back. Until then, we'll keep y'all occupado. with,
Check out our YouTube videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Vinnie Paz Presents, the Broad Street Breakdown on YouTube. Like I said, we've got tons of video that we've been sitting on. So it's all going to start coming out soon. So get on it. Subscribe, download, iTunes, write reviews,
all of that.
all of that.
We'll check y'all next time.
And have a happy Thanksgiving if that's what you celebrate.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Pop for the gobble gobble.